Yaritza.
And I'm Drew.
If this is your first time here, welcome and make sure to subscribe to our channel. Send us comments and let us know what you think. Today we are answering your questions and talking about the realities of moving in together. A little backstory, Drew and I started dating on November 20th. By the following year, November 15th, we had signed a lease and moved in together.
It was a very interesting moment in life, combining both worlds into one apartment.
Moving in together, it's a happy time, it's amazing, right? But it's not as easy as people make it seem. It was a really hard transition, especially for me. And just bringing our lives together, getting used to, it's like an adjustment period, getting used to just living with another person, and not just another person, but like the person that you love.
Just looking back at the transitioning period and just what we had to go through, ups, downs, and learning so much more about each other.
The getting upset, the establishing boundaries.
Bad habits. So here's the story. When we first moved in, that was my first time ever leaving the nest from my parents' house.
For me, I am originally from Boston and I had moved to LA 6 years prior to meeting him. So I had been living on my own, absolutely, for 6 years, having my own space. Okay, so let me backtrack. I remember when we started talking about moving in together, at one point, we had already agreed to move in together. And at one point he said, I used to live in a studio, and he said, well, how about if I move into your studio so we can save a little bit of money, you know, and then move into a bigger place. And, you know, saving a little bit of money, you know, makes sense as a new couple. But my worry, and this is what I said to him, which is why we didn't do it, was because I can be very territorial. So my little studio was my studio. Like my closet was my closet.
That was my world.
You know, like I didn't want to bring him in to an already established environment where I would be so like, oh no, well, don't do that because that's not how I do it. Like I was still gonna be mentally saying this is my apartment, not our apartment. So that's why I wanted to move into a completely new place and make it our own.
That's a tip that we would give to any couple that decides to move in with each other. Move into a new place that someone hasn't already established their own little world.
Pick and choose your battles, and when you have to swallow your pride and apologize, or like and like make the first move to like work through the problem, because I know that I like to step away and then I'm like high and mighty, like, well, I'm not gonna apologize first, I'm not gonna talk to him first, or you know, like I'm very prideful in that way. So like realizing, okay, I have to like swallow my pride because we're still gonna be together. Like how long are you not gonna talk to him for, you know? So just working through that.
And I'm the type of person who likes to communicate about it. If there's a moment that we're having an issue, what's wrong? Talk to me. Because I know that the sooner we talk, the sooner we nip it in the butt and get over it, we can go back to loving again.
Like, okay, there was one time where he was getting ready to leave the house and I was in the bathroom like doing my makeup and he was going somewhere else, and we were mad at each other for whatever reason, I don't remember. And he knocked on the door because he was leaving. And, you know, I'm like, what? And I didn't want to open the door. And
I looked at her. Yeah, she was like, what? I was like, I'm leaving. And she's like,
okay. I was like, okay. I'll open the door. And so I opened the door, and then he has like a face, and I'm like, looking at him.
I just had this serious face with her. I'm like, hey, I'm leaving.
And then he says, I love you.
I was like, I love you.
And then in that moment, it was just like we both like burst out laughing because it was so ridiculous. We don't even know what we're arguing about, but like, I love you, like we're gonna say I love you before I leave the house. I don't even know why we're mad, like, and it was just like so funny. But and then we body slammed each other because there was so like aggression, but that's how we
We just held each other and both like just fell on the bed. That's a body slam. When you move in together, it is very important to speak about finances. You need to know financially where you both are.
You need to put everything on the table, honestly.
Every single thing, and be transparent as possible as far as how much you make, what is your debt, how do you spend money, because for us, we split the rent. That was one of the biggest talks that we had. She told me when we decided to move in, and she goes, listen, do you really want to move in with me? And I'm like, yeah, of course I want to move in with you. She goes, well, if you move in with me, this is it. Like, this isn't like a trial era to moving in with me if things don't work out and you're just gonna move out. This isn't how it works.
Yeah.
So don't say you want to move in with me and not have that commitment.
It was very important for me because I never wanted to like live with a man unless he was already my husband, or like there was a commitment there for marriage. Like if marriage was not in the future, I would have not moved in with him. It's so good to like put your intentions out on the table. Like you guys might have different intentions. Like a guy might be like, oh yeah, let's move in together, but he might be just trying it out. He might have lived already with a couple of people before, so it's not a big deal for him. But if it's like a big deal for you, or vice versa, you know, everything just needs to be on the table. Like, what are your intentions? Like, and if you're moving in together, you should be able to have that conversation. Like, it shouldn't be like, oh, I don't want to push him. No, like, push him because it is a commitment.
What has been amazing with our relationship is that I am on that same level of like, yeah, we move in and great. This is for life. And, you know, this is for life.
Soon enough.
So, soon enough.
Mm-hmm.
So, it was already in my heart knowing that this wasn't a trial period for me to move in with her and just be like, oh, we'll see how it works out.
Anyway, I think this is it for this video. If you guys want to see more videos like this, please comment, like, share. Let us know what you think. If you have any more questions, then we will make another video for you guys and answer them. And I hope you guys enjoy.